Well, hi everybody, it's Ron and Kim. Well, today we're going to be doing a review, our own personal review of a Harbor Freight type greenhouse that you put together with the hard sides and everything. So stay tuned. So this greenhouse we picked up on Amazon, but it's just about like what you could get at Harbor Freight. They're all made in China. So, I mean, this should be pretty close. It might not be the exact design, but it'll be close. So this is our 4x5 greenhouse. In a lot of the videos you see, they have you mounting them to concrete or lumber or whatever, and we weren't able to do either one of those, so we've got it freestanding. And as you can see, we've got them tied down. We had a big windstorm and the thing just went rolling across the yard and all these panels went flying out. So when the instructions tell you that it takes 2 people to put one of these together, it means 2 people. 3 people would be even more helpful, because it's really, really difficult to try to hold sections up and add other sections. Another thing that was real helpful was using some painter's tape, because a lot of these screws, like the one here in the center, you slide them up in these tracks to use later, and we use a piece of painter's tape to hold them in place so they're not all sliding down to the bottom and dropping out of the grooves. So use some painter's tape to hold up the screws that you're going to be using on a later date. So a couple shortcomings are they don't give you any way to really tie these down if you want to tie them off like we did. So I put some eye bolts in these gutter rails. Yes, there was a little hole here, but that's supposed to be just for drainage because this will pop right off. So I'll put some eye bolts in and we secured it to the ground with some stakes. Hopefully it'll stay put. And when the greenhouse went rolling across the yard, the biggest thing that happened was that panels popped out. And the way these are designed, to try to get some of these panels back in, you'd have to take this whole thing completely apart. So we fought for a couple hours getting all these panels back in place. So what Kim did is yesterday, she got clear silicone and put silicone around all the edges of all the panels and took 2 tubes, and hopefully that will keep any of the panels from popping out if we get some really, really high winds again. We shall see. So for her shelving inside, we went down to Harbor Freight, and they had these plastic 5-tier shelving units, and we bought 2 of them. So we're going to be setting those up today, and we're going to be securing the legs with screws, just in case you need to lift and move them around once you get your seeds on. They're a total of
5 solid.
6 feet tall, 16 inches between shelves, and maximum 150 pounds. And we got these at Harbor Freight. One other thing that's a little disappointing is this is the door, and the door slides side to side to close. And they don't give you anywhere or any way to secure the door closed. So we got a couple little bungee cords that we use. They did have some kind of a latch, and then we just take it over here, hook it in. Now the door will stay closed. And if it gets real windy, there's flexibility in the bungee cord to let it move a little bit without ripping the door off, hopefully. And of course we have Chica, who's helping out, and there's Arlo. And
What
you can
help
see from
he is.
just a week, Arlo's almost as big as Chica now. So he's going to be a big boy. And he still thinks that Chica's a chew toy. As you can see, chewing on her back leg. Alright, so here we are. We got 2 sections in, 4 shelves apiece. We wanted to do a section across the sides, but it's a little too narrow. But this will work. We zip tied them together. Then Kim put a thermometer in here. And right now it's about 48 degrees outside, and we've got just about 61 degrees inside. That's with the door open on here. Alright, so the next deal is going to be setting up our seed trays. So at the beginning of last summer, our grandson was eating a peach and he ran outside and he threw it into a pot full of dirt. And this is it. And it's still going. So hopefully this year it might get a little bit bigger. But that's from a seed from peach. So that's our review of this little greenhouse. I mean, it's not too bad for the money. I mean, yeah, you can spend a whole lot more money and get a whole lot more greenhouse. But for what it is, it's not too shabby. Just make sure you secure it to the ground really well. You don't want it to go flying. And double check your dimensions to make sure it's going to be big enough. And definitely have 2 people. You can have 3. It would really be helpful, and some painter's tape. And it took a full day. You're going to start building this in the morning, and it's going to be early evening by the time you're done. So the way the panels all go and the walls and everything like that, you've got to try to secure it so that stuff doesn't fall all over the place in the middle of the night if you don't finish it. So try to start it first thing in the morning, and should have no problem getting it done in a full day. Alright, well, that's it for this video. We hope you liked it. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and give it a thumbs up. And the next one will be watching the puppies chew at each other. Alright, well, y'all take care and stay safe. And until the next one, we'll see ya.